What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I just want to do another quick pregame video for the Patriots versus Cincinnati tomorrow. Before I get into it, give me a like, hit that subscribe if you like this video. So I was just going to jump right into it. Tomorrow's game, I think, is at 1 o'clock. New England versus Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not sure, there's not many people out for the Patriots. I mean, most of the people made the trip as far as I know. So they are playing in Cincinnati. I think I shouldn't say, but I don't think it's going to be a close game. It shouldn't be. I mean, Cincinnati's just been pretty terrible this year. What are they, 1-12? They still get, Andy Dalton, who's a decent quarterback. Get Adrian Green, I forget the running back's name is it Mixon, I think, or Nixon, I forget what his name is. They have a decent offense. I don't know why they've been so bad this year. I was really expecting a lot, more from over the years. They've been decent. They've never been this bad. I don't know why. They should be better, but they're just not. I don't know if they did, I hate to say they're tanking on purpose, but, to have the same quarterback, roughly the same talent as you had last year, why are you so bad this year? I don't know if it's just a defense problem, but overall, I think it's, Patriots should win this game. I think they're just a better team up until recently when they lost 2 in a row. They've been really quite bad on offense. They can't seem to get it going. Maybe against an inferior team like Cincinnati, the offense can kind of get a little bit better in a real game. Because, I mean, you can't have these guys out there that are rookies trying to get better against defenses that are superior. I mean, going against Baltimore and Kansas City the last 2 weeks, you got, one guy or two guys that have experience, and these other guys are all rookies. You guys, tight ends aren't doing anything. So maybe against the Bengals, I mean, I think that's why I think that they'll be better. And people will think, oh, well, the Patriots just had a bad couple of weeks. I still think that they're not as good as some of these other teams like Kansas City and Baltimore, and maybe Seattle, San Francisco. Is rolling still. So, even if they win tomorrow, it really doesn't mean a whole lot. I think the Patriots still are going to have a tough time. I mean, they're obviously going to make the playoffs. I think they need one more win to make the playoffs, and so they got a few more games to build. They can get at least one win on the next 3 games. I think so. Tomorrow will be the first. I think they'll win. They'll probably win out the rest of the season. That's what I think. I think the next tough team is Buffalo. I think they're playing them in New England. So I think that'll kind of help them a little bit playing Buffalo because in New England instead of in Buffalo. Buffalo, they barely got to buy them last time. Buffalo always gives them fits, and they barely got by them last time. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, get these, hopefully with another weekend. I mean, I heard they had a good week of practice. That's what I heard. So I guess we'll have to find out tomorrow. I just wish they would change it up a little bit. Like Sony Michel's driving me crazy. The guy runs right into the line and gets knocked down. He don't gain anything. I don't know why they keep trying with him. I think last year's almost an apparition. It's starting to make me think. They got this kid, Damian Harris, running back they drafted in like the 6th round or something. And I think he's played 2 snaps or something, 3 snaps, barely any. He's been sitting on the bench most of the year. You drafted this kid. I don't know why they don't give him a chance. I mean, Sony Michel, I'm sorry, he's just not that good. He doesn't cut to the outside. He just running right into the line, week after week, and he's getting, halfway through the game, he's got 5 carries for, 6 yards. That's ridiculous. You never try somebody else. Brandon Bolden's even been better than him. James White has been better than him. All these running backs have been better than him, but they keep trying to start him, and they think they're going to just run the ball. We're going to determine to run the ball this week, and they put him back out there, and he does nothing. I mean, he might have one breakaway during the course of the game, and it might be for 10 yards or 15 yards at the most. But he just has been terrible this year. I forget how many yards he's up to now, but he's just not been the same as he was last year. Part of that is the offensive line. Part of that is on him. And the offensive line can't protect Brady. They can't do, they can't run the ball. So clearly that's a offensive line issue. You still got, what's his name's out there? Newhouse is out there. He's terrible. Can't seem to get it out of his own way. These guys are like running right by me. Brady's, I think there's been some games he has a ton of times on like one snap. He might have 5-6 seconds with nobody getting open, and then on the next snap, these guys in the backfield, he has like a second and a half to get rid of the ball. But to me, if you can't pass protect and you can't run the ball, that's on the offensive line and the running back. I mean, if you can't run up the middle, you cut it to the outside. There's no point running it right to the offensive line. That's just stupid. But as far as Brady goes, I mean, I think he, part of it was they're not protecting him as well. I think that's part of the problem. Part of the problem is sometimes he overthrows these guys. I don't know if it's them being out of position or just him overthrowing. He's thrown more balls away this year than he has in years past. He just, instead of taking a sack, he just throws away. He's definitely done it more this year. But I don't know if it's these guys aren't getting open, or is it him? Part of me thinks, I think it's a little bit of both. I think the Patriots just have so many issues this season. They don't have a decent tight end. The offense can't block to save their life. They can't run the ball. They give these guys who are 2 or 3 receivers that are rookies out there trying to learn on the fly more or less. I mean, you got N'Keal Harry, who's his 3rd game back, I think, and I think last week he played 2 snaps. I don't know why they don't stick him in the backfield, even offset, and hand him the ball. I mean, he's a big physical receiver. I don't know why they don't try that. If you don't think you can throw him the ball, toss the ball to him in the backfield, see if you can gain some yards. It's better than giving it to Sony Michel, who's going to get you nothing. But supposedly they said they had a good week of practice, so we'll see if we see that. I mean, Harry really, I really have a feeling that he should be really good. I just think he's a rookie. He's just having a little bit of a tough time. So we'll have to see. I'm really hoping that he shows up tomorrow and they play him more than 2 snaps. I think, with the way they're playing offense, that you got to have more than 2 snaps. You can't have these tight ends who aren't that good. I mean, you got Watson and whatever, I forget the other guy's name is. But they haven't done anything. What's his? I really wish I could remember what his name was. But the Titans really haven't done. Watson has a couple of catches per game. He makes it look promising, but then he disappears for the rest of the game. I don't know if that's the scheme that they're running, so they don't, so he's not really there to be thrown to. I don't know if they keep him in the backfield to block more. But the offensive receivers can't get open. They're not breaking out their routes. They're not coming back for the ball. Brady doesn't have a lot of time. They can't run the ball. They can't pass protect. I mean, there's just so many issues. The only thing that's going for them is the defense. Their offense it's just gonna be a long season. I don't see them. I'd be shocked if they made it, past the first round of the playoffs this year. They just don't have it. So, so I'm pessimistic. Usually I'm trying to be more optimistic, but the last couple of games against really good teams, they just show that they don't have it this year. They've been just pretty bad. Except for the defense is keeping them in the game, and the defense is on the field most of the time because the offense gets out there, 3 and out. But although the last, quarter and a half of Kansas City, they were moving the ball. They just couldn't get in the end zone. It didn't help. The officiating was absolutely horrendous. I mean, I believe that they should have at least tied that game because of the way it went down. They didn't have any challenges left because of a bad call by the refs, and it shouldn't rehash what happened last week. Last week is done, but officiating is going to be better than that. And the Patriots have enough problems on their own without the officials making it tougher. So I think we'll see what happens tomorrow. Cincinnati, again, they're not that good of a team. They do have talent on offense. They just haven't been that good this year for whatever reason. Going there 1-12, I don't see the Patriots losing. I just can't see that happening. If it doesn't, then they're definitely in deep trouble. But hopefully, that doesn't happen. Hopefully the defense can show up again, like they have all season. Maybe the offense will get it going. I have no idea. I don't know what to expect from the Patriots going forward because with these last 2 games, they've just looked like absolute garbage on offense. I don't know. We'll see. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. I just want to do something real quick before tomorrow's game. If I had to predict the score for tomorrow's game, I'd have to say maybe 17-10 Patriots. I don't know, maybe 21-10. I don't see it as a high scoring game. I'd be shocked if it was. We'll have to find out, I guess, see if that happens. If you guys like this video, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Until next time.